My name is Mikele. My family is from Italy. I was born in France. I'm a photographer and filmmaker in France.
What brought you to Taiwan originally?
I'm married with a Taiwanese girl.
I mean, you met her in Taiwan?
No, we met in Luxembourg. I spend a lot of time to observe people and culture of here. And I say, wow, it's beautiful, this place. I like this place. And I say, I want to write a story about this. And I say, okay, I will do a movie. So in the end, when I put this movie in a competition in France, I won the first prize.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is something about Taiwan that you can't get used to?
Mosquito.
Cole Fogel here today. I'll let you introduce yourself. What's your name, sir?
My name is Mikele. Mikele is Italian. My true name in France is Michel, but everyone call me Mikele.
Okay, so where are you from originally?
My family is from Italy, south of Italy, Sicily, exactly.
Oh, Sicily, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
and they moved to France for work, and I was born in France.
Right, because when I hear you speak, I hear the French accent.
Yeah, because let's say my native language is French.
Okay.
But I can speak Italian as well.
I know so many French people that are excellent in Mandarin, English. I don't know, French people seem to be good with languages. Where did you learn English? In school?
To be honest, French people, they are not really good for language. Because first, their accent is very bad. You can hear maybe. But I learned at school in the beginning. And after I give up because I was not interesting. And slowly, I travel a lot. And so you need to speak English. And after I meet my ex-girlfriend, so my wife now.
Oh, and, currently your wife?
Yeah,
okay.
my wife. So I improved my English.
Okay, but growing up, the language that you listened to was Italian, or it was in your house, I mean?
In my house, we speak only Italian, so dialect Italian.
And then growing up, was the food you ate in your house Italian more often or French more often?
Italian.
Italian,
That's why I'm a bit...
So what is your favorite Italian food, if you had to pick one food?
Lasagna.
Ah, yeah. A lasagna. Yeah, that very Italian of you.
It is.
I was excited to have a chance to chat with you now, just because you have a history a little bit here in Kaohsiung.
Kaohsiung, yeah.
What brought you to Taiwan originally?
I'm married with a Taiwanese girl.
I mean, you met her in Taiwan?
No, we met in Luxembourg.
We met in Luxembourg.
Yeah, I live in France, but very close to the edge of Luxembourg. We live in 20 kilometers from Luxembourg. And everyone go to work in Luxembourg.
Gotcha. So how long was she living in Luxembourg?
It was maybe 4 years.
She had already been living there for 4 years before you met her, you mean?
Yeah.
The relationship was in English.
Yeah.
Did she teach you any Chinese at that point, or not really?
No, she teach me more English because my English it's not really good. So that's why I want to speak English more.
Were you together in Luxembourg for a while and then you moved, or?
Yeah, we stay together for a few years.
Got you. And then what changed? What made you decide to move?
I am a traveler. I like to travel and I like to discover a lot of country. And she's talking about Taiwan. We came here for holiday and say, hey, it's an interesting country.
Yeah, what was your first year in Taiwan?
We came to Taiwan, I don't remember, maybe 2017 in Kaohsiung. And I said, oh,
she's from Kaohsiung?
She's from Kaohsiung,
cool.
Yeah. And after we came several times for holiday. And in the end, we have the opportunity to come here.
Yeah, you liked it, I guess.
And I said, okay, let's try. Why not?
Did she ever get homesick when you guys were living in Luxembourg? Did she feel homesick, or she was happy to stay there?
She was happy, but sometimes she has food sick.
Yeah. And then when did you decide of the idea of living here?
Where we are waiting our baby.
When your wife got pregnant, you were thinking about living here at that point.
Yeah, it was one of the most bigger decisions we decide to.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, having a kid is a big decision.
Yeah. So I say, let's start a new thing, new
Yeah.
life, new country.
Cool.
Yeah. And we tried.
What? So you did move here.
Yeah.
And so what, you were living in Kaohsiung?
Kaohsiung, yeah.
So I'm guessing you were not an English teacher.
No.
So what did you do with your time?
First thing, I decided to take like 1 year, like I don't know how to call it, just no work. Just
Simpatico.
yeah.
So what did you do with your time during
I
that
raised
year?
up my kid.
Just read. Oh, of course,
Yeah,
right.
because my wife, she started to work again after.
Okay.
So I said, okay, let's do it. A daily at home, and
So the first year of your kid's life,
yeah,
you were
I
taking
was-
care of your kid.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
yeah, it is.
What was that like? Hard? Easy?
No sleeping,
No sleeping?
but it's a beautiful moment as well.
How quickly did your wife go back to work? What, like after a
fast.
month, or
Maybe 1 month or less than 2 months.
what did you find the most challenging, being that the main parent for that year? What was the hardest part about that?
To try to find the energy to, when you don't sleep well, to just try to take care of him very well,
Yeah.
and also taking care of yourself as well.
Which is the hardest thing, right?
Yeah, it is.
Did she find that challenging as well? Like
Yeah, she was
waking up
tired.
at night and going to a job?
Yeah.
Like that's hard, right?
Yeah, it was hard. But it is life.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, how many years did you say you were here when, like, after your son was born?
More or less 2 years.
2 years. So what was your favorite part of either Taiwan or Kaohsiung in the 2 years that you were here?
In the beginning, I love a lot of things, and everything is different in the beginning. And
Yeah.
after, slower, you start to see the true face.
True colors?
Yeah, the true colors.
Anywhere you live for a long time, you start to notice.
I love Taiwan for sure. I love it.
What is something about Taiwan that you can't get used to?
Mosquito. Yeah, I don't know if my blood is very
Sweet.
I am a mosquito magnet.
You're a
I
mosquito
can stay
magnet.
with 20 people and they come only
I'm
to
watching you as we've been talking. I haven't seen anything flying around you.
Not yet.
So you stayed here for about 2 years, two and a
Yeah.
half years. Then you moved back to France.
France, yeah.
Why did you move back to France?
For plenty of reasons. My wife, she got opportunity to back there.
Business opportunity?
Yes, and me, I have a lot of other projects to do. Also, I want my kid grow up in Europe.
It's a different atmosphere.
Yeah, different for school.
Are you guys happy in France now?
Yeah, we are happy.
And what brought you back this time? Just a holiday? Or?
Holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes she need to see her family.
Of course,
So it's important, and also it's good to go home. Let's say.
Yeah, of course. Brought your son with you?
Yeah.
You can't not bring the grandson.
Yeah.
Because if I went back to Canada and didn't bring one of my 2 sons,
Yeah.
my parents would say, "Why are you here?"
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you about school. So your son, he's
5, almost 5.
5 now, so kindergarten, I guess?
Yeah.
Did you ever look into what
never-
school is like, or your wife filled you in?
Yeah, but when she told me
Yeah.
about the bushiban and this kind of thing, and I was a bit shocked because
Yeah.
I said, maybe it's too much. I don't know.
So I don't send my kids to Bushy Band, but you know, I have moments where I'm like, oh, should I send my son to a Bushy Band to learn English, because he really struggles with English reading and writing. I've thought about it, but I know that he will be the kid that's so bad to the teacher. He's not going to be a nice guy.
Okay.
So I would be wasting my money. It would just be frustrating the teacher, and he won't be learning anything. But they're happy. You know, like for me, I think at the end of the day, if my kid is a good student or a bad student, I'm more concerned about happiness level.
Yeah, this is the most important.
You made a movie.
I made some movie in France, yes.
No, I mean you had a Taiwan one. I started watching it,
Two.
but it wasn't in English, right?
No, it's in Taiwanese.
It was in Taiwanese.
Taiwanese.
And it's your film?
It's my own film, yeah.
So how did you understand
I spend a lot of time
Yeah.
to observe people and
Yeah.
culture of
Yeah.
here. So in the beginning,
Yeah.
everything starts in this park. I was taking care of my kid in daytime, and when my wife come at home after work, I need to go out and
Yeah, of course.
just do something. So I like to walk around this lake for maybe 1 hour or 2 hours. I don't know, just release my. And when I walk like this, I listen music and I think about story, and I saw a phone booth. I don't know if you call it.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and it's gone. The
Yeah,
old
it's
phone
gone,
booth is
yes.
gone.
It's so sad.
It is
And,
sad.
Yeah, and
that's-
every day I pass around this and I say, wow, it's beautiful, this place. I like this place. And I say, I want to write a story about this, but what? So every day I work and I found the idea and I put in my phone the idea, and after maybe 2 months, 3 months, and I say, okay, I have a story to do.
Cool.
Yeah, and I say, okay, I will do a movie. So I try to find some people, Taiwanese people, local, to do it, and I found 2 guys. They actually do YouTube channel.
Oh, cool.
In Kaohsiung. And I asked them, I say, are you interested to do a movie? And
Yeah.
in the beginning they say, but we don't speak English. Don't worry, it will be Taiwanese.
Oh, that's
This
so
is
cool.
really Taiwanese. And they say, okay, we are fine, and let's do. And in the end, I shoot the first movie. It's called Way. So hello.
Oh, way. Yeah,
Way.
yeah.
And I wrote another story. It was close to Chao. It's more love story, let's say. It's very interesting for me to do it.
Yeah.
First, because I don't speak Mandarin and Taiwanese.
It was not in your comfort zone.
No, not at all. But I say, let's try.
That's
I like
so
to
cool.
do it. Yeah. So I first I wrote it in French,
Yeah.
and I translate to English.
Yeah.
Like this, my wife can translate to
Translate.
Taiwanese. Without her, I cannot do it.
So how did you filmed it with just a camera, or
I had because I'm a photographer and filmmaker in France.
what kind of camera do you use? A Sony
In
or a
that time,
Canon? Or
was Sony.
what did you use the movie for? Because I know I saw that it was on your website
Yeah,
and it's on YouTube.
it's on YouTube, and I put in some festival. I got some prize, maybe 5 or 6 prize for each
cool.
movie. Yeah, I was surprised because I made this movie with 0 budget.
Cool.
So we shoot one movie in maybe 2 days and another one in 5 days maybe. And they like to do also a movie, so it was a kind of collaboration
Oh, that's
between
awesome.
us. So in the end, when I put this movie in a competition in France, I won the first prize.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. On this competition was plenty of movie with big budget. And when they ask me about the budget of this
Yeah.
movie, and I say I pay
0.
yeah, let's say
I bought them
fi-
pizza and
pizza
tea.
and tea. And I say, are you ready? And how many people you are on the staff? And I say, I was me on the camera, me on sound, me on
No, but this
editing.
is so inspiring. I
Yeah,
think
and
for
I
anyone to hear.
Yeah.
You don't need a big. It's nice to have a big group of
It's
people.
nice. But what
you
I want
don't.
to say is, if you want to do, you do.
You do it no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love for you to come back to Taiwan and make some more movies here. Have you thought about it?
I'm planning to do it.
So on this trip, it's just a holiday.
Yeah. In the beginning, I want to shoot a small movie. And in the end, I don't want because I just want to rest because I have a
3
lot
weeks.
of work before in France, and I say I just want to take rest.
How has your upbringing shaped who you are today?
Both of them, my parents, like I say earlier, they are from south of Italy,
Yeah.
and after war was a very poor area. So a lot of Italians go to Germany, France to work.
After the war.
After the war, to go to work in an industry of factory, in a factory,
okay,
and
yeah.
was plenty of Italian. So my daddy decided to move to France. Yeah, and he stay.
Good choice, I guess. Yeah.
Better choice.
Yeah, better choice,
Better
yeah.
choice. And in the end, yeah, he raised up me with the Italian culture
Yeah.
in French country.
So you kind of had like two worlds growing up. Almost.
Exactly, because every time when people ask me, are you French or Italian? And I don't know what I have to reply, you know, because I feel I'm Italian because all my culture was Italian. I eat Italian, I talk
You
Italian.
just sound French when you talk.
Yeah, but in the end, I grew up in France, so I went to school. I have plenty of French friends, so it's a bit difficult for me. So that's why I feel I am someone in this world with no age. You know,
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
You're not any particular thing.
Yeah, so I'm a human being in this world.
So I look at life that way too.
Yeah.
When people ask me, you know, sometimes a little kid will say, "Oh, why Goran? Why Goran?" And I'm like, "Di Choren, Earthling."
Yeah, it is.
How do you define happiness?
Happiness.
Yeah, if someone asks you, "What is happiness to you?"
Actually, I have this question every morning when I wake up.
Oh.
Yeah, right now in this moment, I will say, if you are healthy, this is the first thing.
Yeah, because if you don't have your health, you have nothing.
Yeah, this is the most important.
So important.
Yeah.
You can't really appreciate life without health.
Yeah.
Do you have any other morning routines that you have? Like
Coffee.
just coffee, yeah. Espresso?
Espresso,
I was going to say you're Italian. It must be French and Italian drink espresso, right?
Yes, it is.
That's my thing too. I also do the espresso, yeah. Sometimes I do cappuccino or latte, but I think just black coffee, almost like a drug, you know, just...
And you know, I'm Italian, but I start to drink coffee at 38 years old.
You didn't drink coffee until you were 38?
No, never. And since I have my kids in
you
Europe,
need it.
I need it.
Do you have anything in your life that inspires you?
I will say the world.
The world?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're a traveler.
Yeah, to see the difference and don't just have your brain locked like this and say this is like this and not in other way. Traveling, you learn a lot of things.
About life, right? Yeah.
And you can be more open-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts before I end this conversation?
I would say watch my movie.
Ooh, yes. What Way? It's called Way.
Way, and another.
What's the other one called?
It's a French title. France is Un jour les choses changeront. Means in English, one day things will change.
Well, I appreciate the chat, brother, and enjoy. How much more time do you have?
1 week.
1 more week.
Yeah.
Okay. So perhaps we can meet up again for a coffee at some point. All right. Well, I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, neighbor.